Yo, 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 yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast, with your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing? Glad we made it. If you here in the chat with me, that means we made it another week. God blessed us to make another week. Be thankful, humble, and like we always say, if you're going to do something, make sure you talk to somebody that can give you good sound advice, and just stay prayed up, be humble, enjoy life while we breathing, and be positive as much as possible. Y'all know what we do over here. We give our opinions, keep it respectful and classy, and you can say whatever you want, long as it's respectful. You don't gotta like me, you don't gotta like whoever on the podcast, but respect goes a long ways. You can give your opinion, it's all good. Ain't no love lost, because can't nobody put me into heaven or hell. So that's just what it is. Okay, y'all, let me get the sponsors out of the way so we can get this party started. It's Friday on the Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore Zone, GTD Promotions, redesigning minds, one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Shout out to www.miakillerb.com. Support her in her boxing journey. Shout out to Richie Baby for the intros and edits. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotions, EOE Education Over Everything, Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Aunt McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing, Pro Soul Boxing and Clothing Line, AO Clothing Line, Richie Threads. Don't forget to go over to the risepodcast.com and use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Shout out to Under Armour. Don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Surrey's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Miss Mona, Miss Melody Queen 27, Miss Yaya, keeping her in my prayers. Shout out to her, always showing love. And last but not least, the official gear boxing. All the fighters wearing it. We in the building too. I got a couple nice pieces from the guys. Y'all can say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box Raw. All right. We're going to be talking about Oleksandr. I could never say this guy right. Usyk versus Rico. Verhoeven. Final picks and predictions. Who y'all have and why. I really don't follow them two guys, but let me see if I could get anything pulled up on Rick Verhoeven. Yeah, but they say this fight coming on, so I got the mastermind great coming, my buddy, my friend. I love me some Mr. Will, even though we don't agree on everything. This is what y'all got. The people got to stop doing. I don't want nobody to be fake around me. Give me your honest opinion on how you feel about, and we'll trade recipes in the kitchen. But guess what? We still gonna cook up a delicious meal. You gonna eat. Everybody getting their feelings. You know what I mean? Because somebody don't like what they don't like. And I never like to be around people like that. Tell me what's on your mind and be your own person. That's what I respect. Now I might don't agree with what you saying out of your perspective, but that's cool. There's no love lost. But all right, y'all, let me bring them on in. Y'all already know who he is, man. A big integral part of the Rize podcast. Glad to see him back and giving us some rhythm on. And Mr. Will ain't no little dude, yo. And I saw Mr. Will. I said, God damn, he probably could afford Larry Holmes. All right, y'all, let me bring him in. Y'all already know who he is. Papa Smurf in the building.
What's happening, Squeeze? Man, you got some mean intros, man. I tell you, I hope I can live up to it for the next hour. That's all I can tell you. Man, you remind me of my man, what was that guy's name? Gosh, I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me. The guy that used to bring James Brown on stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know
you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that dude was serious with that, man. You on that level, man.
My man, I appreciate that. Mr. Will, I did the stand-up for 5 years. And I did that for 5 years, but also I started hosting the shows.
Yeah.
And my hosting skills, I had to open up and warm the crowd up and interact with the crowd, and then start bringing the acts out and reading off the cue cards and stuff. So I have practice at it.
That's right.
I always like to do some type of performing arts, even as a kid. Sports, performing arts. Right. I always wanted to. I dreamt big. As a child, I always dreamt on getting my mother out of poverty.
I understand. Definitely.
That was so important to me.
Yeah.
And I wanted my mother to have the best that money could buy.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't get a chance to achieve it because she passed young, 59. But it was a hell of a ride, and it ain't a day go by when I don't think about her or she on my mind. So she living within me. I came out of her womb.
That's right.
As long as I'm breathing, she'll never die. I am her.
I love that.
And that's how God gives me the tools to cope without her in the flesh.
That's right.
She's here in spirit, and God say she living in you. I'm that's what I do. That's how I roll.
That's right. That's right.
She long you living, your mother never die. You the vessel.
That's true.
You the vessel.
Oh yeah.
I molded you to come from her womb.
That's right. That's right.
So I try to be optimistic and realistic with my thinking process when I'm feeling that loss from her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How your day going, Mr. Will?
Man, great, man. It's great. And I tell you, this is the best part of my day right here. Always.
That's what's up, man.
When we do that.
I feel as though if you can't uplift, inspire, or heel,
Right.
what are you? What good are you to society?
Exactly.
What good are you to the world?
I totally agree.
You know, always putting somebody down and talking bad about somebody. Never nothing good to say.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
cool at all.
you know, my boys, you know this, Mr. Will. I'm gonna throw this down for you because I know you know this one because you out that mall.
Mm-hmm.
And it went a little something like this. What they do, they smile in your face
Uh,
all the time, want to take your place. The backstabbers,
Good.
backstabbers,
For real.
smiling, smile, 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 smile.
For
Yeah,
real.
yo, when them boys did that,
Oh
I
yeah.
said they cruddy for that.
Mm, mm, mm.
They smile in your face all time, want to take your place. And when I say take your place, when they said the OJ said that, they not saying wanting to be you. They want to take your spot.
Yeah.
That's what the song means.
Yeah.
They want your spot. They
Yeah.
want what you got, what you have. They
Oh,
envious
oh
of
yeah.
you. You know, I never, ever wanted to take nobody's spot.
No. No.
Or I might want to emulate the
Mm-hmm.
path
Mm-hmm.
that one of God's children set. Ali, Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Mm-hmm.
Alexis Aguayo,
Mm-hmm.
Ern Pry, Javante Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I could give you a list.
Oh.
Uh, uh, Floyd Mayweather's,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, the Roberto Durans. Now I might wanted to emulate and envy those guys because of the right reason. They
Right.
was in a sport that I loved,
That's right.
and I wanted to take all those styles and mix it up in a bowl, being able to be a chameleon
Oh
in
yeah.
the ring, adapt to all circumstances
That's right.
that's in front of me.
That's
That's
right.
why I named all of those people.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I understood it when you said it. And I truly can relate to that. You know,
Yes.
I
Yeah, man.
definitely can relate, you know.
Mr. Will, what always sum it up? What always inspired you? Um, what is it? Any aspirations you wanted to be when you was coming up in any sport that you would have wanted to be a part of?
Man, to be honest with you, I think the only sport I really had any real interest in was boxing.
Oh, even as a child, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the only thing that really because like they say, it's the theater of the unexpected. A good fight is like watching a good movie. And what I mean by that, I have seen some fights, man, that were just honestly, if this world were to end today, that we should save and put in a time capsule for whatever happens after this is over and somebody comes down and finds that time capsule and they can look back on what was going on while we were here. It's some fights that should be in that time capsule.
Yeah, well, let me bring her in. We got the first lady of the Rize podcast, a mother, a aunt, a niece, a daughter, a promoter, a matchmaker, one of the biggest fans. She would go down when it's all said and done and they write on her tombstone. top 3, top 5 compassionate supporters of the Rize podcast in the Upton Boxing Center. Fighting her own battles in and out of the ring called life, but still be pushing. The one, the only, the lovely Miss Lloyd Reed in the building.
Hey y'all.
How you doing, Miss Lloyd?
I'm fine. I just wanted to log on here for just a second to tell Coach Squeeze and you in the chat. I'm at Sinai Hospital. Been here since yesterday with my son. You can see they're over there. They're over there working on him now. Um, he had a couple seizures where he stopped breathing, and he stopped breathing twice. So we're trying to figure this out. So just keep me in prayers. I didn't want the Rise podcast and the chat and all to think I forgot about them. I love you all, but I wanted to just log on here to let you all know what's going on, just to keep my boy in prayer. The nurse over there, she's taking real good care of him.
That's a good dig.
Yeah, they take real good care of him here at this hospital. That's why I bring him here.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's a good hospital.
Mm-hmm. Look, I got my own little bed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
got room for me?
Yeah,
there,
there's
Miss
your
Lloyd?
chair right there. See your chair? It lays right on back. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on up here, Squeeze. Room 3002. Come on, Squeeze. Just tell them that you the daddy.
Miss Lloyd put me on the chair.
Look,
You know what? I'm going to play that too. 3002.
Yep, look how skinny this bed is. Me and you couldn't get on this bed.
We'll figure it out. Let's
we
let
gonna
grown
figure it
ups
out.
figure it out.
Look, I don't even got my teeth in. This is crazy. I'm getting ready to log off. But I love y'all. Keep
Yeah, I
me in
appreciate
prayer.
you coming on for sure.
Hey,
Good
Mr.
thing.
Will.
And
Hey, Miss Lloyd,
best
just a message from me to you. We always keep you in prayer, and to see what you go through, it just keeps me in perspective of what I'm going through. Hey, Tyrone, suppose if you was in Miss Lloyd's situation and shoes, how would you take that? So be careful what you're complaining about, because somebody always going through something worse than your little stuff. You want to say anything encouraging, Mr. Will, before we let her go?
prayers up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I said, if it's not me, it's my son in the hospital. One of me and him are going to have our own room here at this hospital.
Yeah, well, we ain't claiming that.
No doubt.
Look, that's what. But look, everybody knows us. It's funny. Everybody
That's
knows
a good thing.
Yeah, they treat us
when
so
they
good.
that's a good thing when they know you, so you just like family.
Yep, and they treat us all like that. Me and my son, every time we're here, and if I'm here by myself, they the same thing for me. But I'm claiming that I'm not gonna. This is the last time in Jesus' name. I'm claiming this is going to be his last time being in the hospital. I'm claiming healing over him.
We're gonna keep him in prayers. But go ahead, Miss Lloyd.
Thank you
Get
so
you
much.
a
I love
little
both
rest.
y'all. Thank you.
We love you too, Miss Lloyd.
All right, have a blessed night.
All right.
You
wait,
too.
Miss Senior's coming on. Hey, Senior.
He at work.
Lloyd, how you doing, Miss Lloyd?
I'm all right. I'm at the hospital. Figured I'd log
that's
in
the right there.
Yeah.
and check in.
How nephew doing?
He over there. He's doing.
Okay.
All right, Miss Lloyd.
All right,
Get
I gotta
on
get
out of
off here
here.
because I gotta get him washed up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Why
Talk
you
to
gotta
y'all
wash him?
later.
Let one of the nurses wash him up.
No, he don't allow nobody. I don't do his private area. He does his own private area.
No, let him. The nurse is supposed to give him that hot sponge bath.
No, Mama gonna do that.
No.
No.
You robbing my man.
Mama, no, he wouldn't know the difference anyway. Not right now. Anyway. He gonna think the nurse did it.
No, he gonna know. He gonna know.
You so crazy. I'll call y'all later on. You
All
hear?
right. Tell him
All
we
right.
praying for him.
All right now. Bye bye.
See.
All right. Mr. Will Squeeze, what's happening? How y'all feeling
What's
tonight?
happening, Saint?
What's going on, champ?
Man, I can't just chiming
I
in.
got that 607, 2 tickets straight and 1 box.
Congratulations.
That's my sister that passed away. That's her birthday.
I knew somebody played that number.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say passed away because I talk about her every day. I got a picture in my wallet. She's sleeping in God's hand.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
Yeah, she ain't passed away because I keep her memory alive
Yes,
by
sir.
mentioning her every single day. My big sis. She sent me that blessing. This is the 3rd time it been out in 5 weeks.
Yeah, I already said keep on coming out.
Wow. Wow.
What's going on, Mr. Will? Who you hating on tonight, Mr. Will?
Oh, come on, senior. Don't
Yeah.
come in with that.
See, there you go. Poking the bear.
Come on, senior.
No, I'm just trying to see who he hating on. You know, Mr. Will, he can't come on without hating.
Look.
Okay, champ. You say he can't do an episode without an episode.
Without
Yeah,
it.
right. I see he's incognito tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, congratulations to
Kelsey.
who?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. I always forget Kelsey's name. She's so quiet.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations to Kelsey, man.
Shout out to Coach Dredd. Coach Dredd did our job. Shout out to Coach Dredd.
Oh yeah, shout out. Oh, that's fire.
Thank you, Coach Dredd.
That's fire.
Yeah. Nails by Nay did her nails.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Listen, short. I'm trying to tell you, my baby looked beautiful.
That's
Yeah, you got it stretched out, Box. I know one thing. I'm gonna play that room number Miss Louie told me.
What's the room number?
3002.
Oh, I got some numbers for you.
Yeah.
614-1049.
Damn, that came out already.
What?
1049.
When?
It came out last month.
Oh no, my little cousin just had his baby. On the 17th, 6 pounds, 14 ounces at 1049.
All right, you gotta send that to my phone.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
6 pounds, 14 ounces.
Yeah.
I could play that in a horse with 614. And 1049. I could play that in a horse race. The 10 horse, the 4 horse, and the 9 horse.
I ain't even think about that.
Yo, that 10-4 be running too in the Zach the Box in the Quinell.
Okay. Where y'all at on the boxing talk? Where y'all at on the boxing talk?
We ain't get into it yet. We ain't get into it yet, but because we was just warming up, giving a little introductions and everything, and showing the chat some love. So we didn't and then Miss Lloyd came in and we showed us some love. She in the hospital with her son. So
right.
Mr. Will, you can kick it off.
okay.
Usyk versus Rico, Verhoeven. I don't know, dude. This is my first time hearing about him, but what's your thoughts?
Well, it's a few things. They say he's an acclaimed kickboxer. So I didn't know anything about him either. So I had to YouTube the guy, look at the highlights. I see he's a big guy. He's big. He's fit. He puts me in mind build-wise of like a Klitschko. He puts me in mind of them. And I see he's busy, but one thing I do see, he's not accurate. And what I mean by that, he throws a lot of punches, but he misses a lot of punches too. He doesn't always hit the target. So You know, I think Usyk's going to do his normal thing, but I hear Usyk's got an opportunity to make a boatload of money in this fight. They talking about he may walk away after it's all said and done with about 67 million off this fight. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's a hell of a day at work, boy. God
yes,
damn.
sir. Yes, it is. For less than an hour's worth of work, you're definitely right about that.
Damn.
You know, definitely right about that. But it was and I hear Pitbull has signed up with Eddie Reynoso for the trainer. You know, the guy who trained Canelo. So I think he's going to try to fine tune him and get him a little sharper. But I think it's a good matchup. You know,
Pitbull blow up too much between fights for me.
yeah,
He do.
yeah.
Remember Squeeze we seen he was looking like a meatball?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know, he's a 5x5. He's 5 foot tall and 5 foot wide, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm talking about he was so big, like we ain't really know who he was at first. Had a double.
Yeah. We thought he was Mike Tyson.
wow. Well, that can come back to bite him.
Well, you know, you can look at that in two ways. I never heard no problem having problems on the scale.
No.
So, you know, he gets it off.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. You can't change the stripes on a tiger. He's born with them. You can spray paint over him, but when the rain come and gonna wash off, you're gonna like, oh, that's a tiger under there.
Yeah.
At this juncture in his career, changing his trainer, they use that word so loosely. The only real difference I see in changing your trainer, and I'm speaking from a trainer aspect myself. You got to get the fighter to buy into it, and you have to give them a system to enlighten what they already do, but enhance it even more. That's when the coaching aspect come into play. But I noticed for me, some kids will do better with other coaches because they listen to them more. They respect them more, you know, or I can get to Calvin and them might send me a fighter because they not real patient than I am. You see where I'm going? I'm more of a more patient coach. You know, when you get to those levels, coaching guys that's coaching champions, they not ready to really all the time pour every integral part into them. Yeah. They rather send them to mini camp.
Yeah.
Then like I had Junior in mini camp. Senior son, I had Junior in mini camp. And on the real tip, they better be glad that Junior not in the gym and went another direction with his career, because Junior to me was one of the best southpaws I ever saw in my life. At 56 years old, Junior Cobbs was one of the best southpaws I ever seen in my entire life.
Breaking my heart, Squeeze.
Hey, you think you hurting my baby, and he responded. Go on with the next one. I'm great in tears. Go ahead, Mr. Will, kick something.
Man, look, all in all, I'm looking for a good fight tomorrow night. For the kind of money Usyk's making, it's got to be a good fight. It better be a good fight. I don't want to see nothing like what we saw last weekend with Ronda Rousey. You know, 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't want to see that because that was ridiculous. I know them people wanted their money back. I know.
I want to switch subjects real quick because I realize what the problem is, Squeeze.
What,
And
champ?
Mr. Will, because I wanted to jump on with y'all the other day when y'all was talking about Clarissa.
Yeah.
And I realized what the problem is.
What is it, champ?
And this is the problem, Squeeze. And you're exactly right. Her accomplishments and accolades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
She does not act like her accomplishments and accolades.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So when you keep throwing out, I did this, I'm a 2-time gold medalist, I'm a this, I'm a that, but you're still acting like you're here. You never advance with your accolades. You never advance with your accomplishments. You didn't grow with your accomplishments. You see what I'm saying? So when you throwing this out like, yeah, I have this, these accomplishments hold precedent. You know what I mean? So when you're acting ghetto, you know what I mean? Like you're dishonoring those accomplishments.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're giving yourself a bad rep. Like, I really wish she would get a PR person or a better PR person, because you're right. She has the accomplishments, but she does not act like her accomplishments.
Right.
And so when you always throwing them around, that you always hear, "Oh, well, I did this, I did that," but you never act like it.
Exactly. You know how I feel about it. So you just said it for me, actually. Because I
was thinking, like, that's the best way I can sum it up. Like,
no,
she has the accomplishments, but you don't act like your accomplishments.
You know, and that's all I ever say about her. You know, that's the problem. She doesn't even come. She's not media savvy. She does not know how to handle the media or know how to conduct herself in public. She
Good
can't
point. Both of y'all making good points, yo.
She can't get out of her own way, y'all.
They say you can take the hood person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. I always thought that was a figure of speech.
No, well,
but she is the epitome of that phrase, statement, whatever you want to call it, folk tale.
You gotta look at all in all. You gotta look at the friend groups, like Miss Melanie Queen saying, like the friend groups. Who, if you're the biggest person in your friend group, you need a different friend group off the rip anyway.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? If you're the biggest person in your friend group, you got a fucked up friend group. Because that means your friend group depend on you.
Yeah, and we know everybody's eating off her around her. We know that.
But you gotta understand, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, hurt people.
And when she said it out of her own mouth, I heard her say it on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
When she said it out of her mouth, I sit back in my chair and I sloped, and all the air was left out of me, because what she said out of her mouth is lonely being at the top. But she say, I didn't know it was this lonely, with a frantic murr in the bosom of her throat. I felt it, her pain. She's hurting. She's fighting. She's crying out. She's angry. She say, I brought my mother house, my father car, my sister house, my sister car. I take care of my sister kids. I take them to school, blah, blah, blah. And she say, you know, they tell me I switched up on them. She say, it's not enough. And she looked like she wanted to break down and cry.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you choppy, but you breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up.
It's an echo.
And static.
She said, when she said that, Mr. Will, that was one of the most honest things I ever heard her say.
Well, what it is with her, man, we could clearly see that she's been through some childhood trauma, man.
Of
It's something
course.
she's been through that she just hasn't got over.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that she needs some therapy, man. She needs some couch time. She needs to go talk to somebody. She needs a hug, whatever the case may be. But she needs
You
help.
know what? You know what? I heard people say therapy. I get it, cool, whatever. I believe that therapy should be Christ, the word of
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah,
Because man, when you go to a therapist, you're paying them to tell you
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
God gonna give it to you free.
yeah.
I just think she need to be loved, genuine love.
Mm-hmm.
Love, real genuine love builds character. It
Oh,
it 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 manifests you to show the love.
real love make you want to
That's
live.
why when
live.
you say you talk to me on the phone, you say I want that shot in the arm. And
Yeah,
and whenever you call me, I give you the uncut version of realness. Not what Tyrone think, not what Coach Squeeze think, what God tell me to give you.
yeah.
But
You
my voice
give me
is
a
the
baby
vessel.
sermon.
My
You give
voice is the vessel.
Yeah, you give me a baby sermon sometimes, man. I said,
And
you always tell you that's that minister in you, man.
my trials and tribulations that I went through, God always tell me who you think you is. You owe me.
Yeah,
You got to continue to give when I call on you to give. Who the hell you think you is? You think you going to get to a point and turn your back on me? You owe me.
yeah,
Cause I take my hand off of you. I show you what it is to not have me walking with you.
that's right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I try to be an inspiration and a shot in the arm. And it's therapy for me too.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
always had a mentality anyway through the years with people. I always tried to make people feel better than they did before they got around me. I want them to walk away feeling better. So I know I can truly relate to what you're saying. You know, I know what you're saying. I try not, to put people down and things of that nature.
I can't, me, people piss me off. I say piss me off, not put me down. I put them down. They piss me off. They disappoint me with their characteristics. Especially when you're appointing it to somebody that not giving you that energy. You're answering positive energy with negativity. Um, you know, that's just what it is. But back to what you were saying about Rico Verhoeven. When I watched him, I see where they going at with this fight, David versus Goliath
Yeah.
type of mentality. Usyk, he's really a blown up cruiserweight.
Mhm.
Um, but I think Usyk is the modern day uh 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 um my boy Evander
I was
Holyfield.
going to say Holyfield. Yeah, did you hear that? I was getting ready to say Holyfield. Yeah, he is.
He's a modern
You
day
got to respect him, man.
small for the division.
But the most
Um
skilled guy in the
How
division.
much Usyk? How much Usyk weigh?
um
He's not
two
that
he like 220,
heavy. Right.
225, no
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a small heavyweight. And then he's not that tall either.
What you think? What you think about Usyk versus Benavidez?
Right now, believe it or not, I would lean towards Usyk personally, but that's just my opinion. See, right now, Benavidez, the guys he's fighting, he hasn't been on that level yet. He hasn't seen anybody like Usyk yet. And what Usyk, Benavidez, what he does, he basically just he throws a lot of punches. What he tries to do is corner a guy, throw a lot of punches, so the ref will come over and stop the fight. That's his whole game.
Mr. Will, can I ask you a question? I just want to clear something up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it something wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying that's his game. That's his whole game.
But you saying like you
But what
saying
I'm
like it's
saying
something
is,
wrong in it because I already
Usyk,
say like
no,
you saying that's his game, but I ain't seen nobody stop it. If you telling me
that's
that's
what
what he
I'm
do
saying.
every
That's
fight,
what
I ain't seen nobody stop it yet.
in there with so far.
He got the name Mexican Monster. He going in there showing
And
you that these people don't belong in the ring with him.
yeah, that's what I just said. It's the level of quality he's fighting right now. He hasn't moved up to that upper echelon yet. He hasn't seen anybody like Usyk yet.
Who he need to fight to be up on the upper echelon?
Like I said, you see, now you're talking about heavyweight. You talking about him moving up to
No,
heavyweight.
He
I just messing
asking
around.
you. He asking you
I know what
who he needs to fight. That you can give him the credit that he's up at the upper echelon to fight Usyk.
Yeah, I get that. What I'm saying is, well, he said him and Usyk, so I was answering that, and that would put him at heavyweight. That's why I said that. But right now, the guy he's got to fight that's going to give him a challenge is somebody with hand speed, and the only guy I can think of at light heavyweight that has any real hand speed is Bivol. Then like his last fight, that was cruiserweight, if I'm not mistaken, when he fought what's his name, Verdo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cruiser. So he, right there at heavy anyway. So I don't think he's coming back down to cruiser, but he might if the money's right. But like I said, right now,
That should be a big fight too.
him and Bivol? Yeah,
Bivol Benavidez. That should be a big fight.
yeah.
Bivol already got a following. He beat Canelo. You know what I mean? People already tuned into him.
Which is true. Yeah, that would draw money for sure.
That was a dangerous fight. For the life of me, I don't know why Canelo would fight Bivol when the bigger payday was Benavidez.
Well, evidently he doesn't really want Benavidez because Benavidez calls him out all the time and he ignores him all the time. He doesn't even respond to Benavidez. So it's clear that Canelo doesn't want to see him. And I know why. Because of what I just said. Benavidez throws a lot of punches. Canelo is just the opposite of that. Canelo doesn't throw a lot of punches. So Benavidez would easily outpoint him. He doesn't even have to stop him. He could easily just, outpoint him every round and win that one. And Canelo knows that. Everybody knows their limitations.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I got to see Benavidez and Usyk. I got to see it. Usyk can come down.
They can come down. I wouldn't come down. I would let Benavidez move up because Benavidez can go up to heavy. He's only
cruiserweight. Well, he could go up there heavy. He walks around there heavy.
That's what I'm saying.
The I know 220 ain't nothing for Benavidez.
Right.
But it would be nice to bring some luster back to the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, but I don't think he. Well, yeah, but to me personally, cruiserweight has never really been a glamour division. It's a stop. Guys stop through cruiser, but nobody really campaigns at Cruiser for a long period of time anyway. Because
ain't no money there.
that's what I was saying. That's what I was getting ready to get at. The money's in heavyweight. You know that.
That's why I hear a lot of people say they going to take a few fights at Cruise and see how they do to handle the bigger guys, semi bigger guys, before they make the decision to go up at heavyweight.
Right.
But the Benavidez could beat a lot of them at heavyweight. He could beat a lot of guys at heavyweight.
Yeah, it's a lot of bodies out there to beat on. Because right now, this era of heavyweight is a weak division. I've been saying that for years. And the problem is, for one thing, they need to split the division up. And I've been saying this for umpteen years. They need to have a heavyweight and a super heavyweight division like they do in the amateurs. You know, because the size disparity is too ridiculous for me. You know, that's like what's his name? Fury's in there 6'9", fighting guys 6 feet. So he's got a 9-inch height advantage, 100-pound weight advantage, and the fights looks ridiculous. Like I said, he needs to be fighting guys more his size. And I noticed here and there when he's in there with guys more his size, the more problems he has. You know, so that's all it really. It's a wide open division right now. Heavyweight is wide open. Anybody can be heavyweight champion any given night in that division. You know, it's no real clear cut dominant guy out there. Like they're trying to push that guy they call it little Mike Tyson, the little English guy, the little British guy. I forgot.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Remember his name. Toomey or whatever his name is. But
Moses Atume.
Yeah, Toomey. Yeah. But see, again, I haven't seen him tested yet. So see, my thing is I don't jump on the bandwagon with all the time. I gotta see you in there with somebody. I gotta see some resistance.
We know you don't jump on the bandwagon. We know that.
No, I don't.
You know, that's a true statement. But then when I look at it, even myself, I hold myself accountable for who I say. Was that a good, tough opposition fight for him?
Mm-hmm.
Some guys I see in different weight classes fight people that's on the up and coming, on the rise. Everybody might don't know about them. They might have had an extensive amateur career coming out the gate. And they hit a wall talent-wise. So, you know, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is, man. But I don't get it. But when I watch, they say Tank ain't fight nobody. And I look at the guys that he fought.
But all of them had belts one time or another.
That's what I was going to say. Those guys were accomplished in the division.
Yeah.
So I hold myself accountable to watch what I say too. If you don't go back and look at every opponent, people just sprue off because they don't know the person's name. He ain't fought nobody.
I can't see.
If they go back and look at the fighters and the footage, they can say, oh, that guy was pretty tough. You know, so I'm guilty of that sometimes because how can you remember a dirty body resume from each fighter? You know, for you to make that statement, he ain't fought nobody. You need to go back and watch all his record. You just can't say that loosely.
Absolutely, I agree.
Of course you would.
Oh, damn.
Mr. Will in the heavyweight division.
And so is saying. So what are you saying?
6'4". What I'm saying, you ain't fighting that cruiserweight.
No.
You 6'3", 6'4". You know, you tall. You pretty good height for the division. You ain't Mike Tyson height.
That's a long fall, Squeeze. 6'4"? Yeah, that's a hard fall. You said
Mr.
6'4", 260?
Mr. Will got you in the division.
6'4", 260?
No, I'm not. I'm like 6'2". I'm not 6'4". But yeah, I'm in the 260 something range, maybe 270.
You sure that 6'3" squeezing?
Yeah, that fall gonna fall hard.
Yeah, but see, the problem is it's harder to make me fall.
Okay, Mr. Will.
I ain't here for no internet gangster shit, Mr. Will.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I mean? Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Talk is cheap money by land, Mr. Will. Whenever you ready, lace them up, put the money down, and we can go at them. I got 3 good rounds for you. I got three good rounds for you. I'm gonna let Squeeze hold 2 of them.
On the Rize podcast, call out.
I'm gonna let Squeeze hold 2 of them because I only need 1.
Oh, okay. Look, you, what you doing? You bringing a gun to rubber knife to a gunfight?
No. I ain't bringing no weapons. I'm bringing my left and my right. I'm not bringing no weapons, Mr. Will.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only thing that's coming.
Okay. We have to look into that.
Hey, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Mr. Will gonna be out there telling me, oh my back, take it easy on me, senior. Hold that. No, I ain't mean it. I apologize. No, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm gonna beat your old ass like you stole something.
Oh boy. You doing a Clarissa Shield on me right now.
No, I ain't doing. I'm just
we
letting you
need
know what it
PR,
is.
Mr. Will.
I'm just letting you know what it is. How it's gonna happen, Mr. Will.
Hey, Mr. Will, they need a PR.
I know, man.
I'm getting straight to the point. That's it. Ain't no plan.
Now, it all sounds good. I've heard it before.
Make sure you bring your inhaler. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Yeah, I don't need my own inhaler, but I'll bring one for you for sure.
Yeah, but
Squeeze, what we talking about next, Squeeze? I ain't got time for Mr. Will.
I'm thinking can Clarissa Shields, what would Clarissa Shields have to do to clean up her image?
That's a great question.
Who was her test, Squeeze?
Right.
Who was her test? Or does she have a test?
Fighting wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the ring. Who's her test? Or does she have a test?
That girl that clipped her, Hannah Gabriels.
You agree with that, Mr. Will? That was her test, Mr. Will?
I put it like this. She had her moment. She had an opportunity, and she let it slip through her fingers. It wouldn't go the same way the next time. You know, Clarissa gonna make it easy, and I'm not even a Clarissa fan. You know that, but you know, that type of fighter, I've seen it before, where somebody might have a moment in a fight, and then they hook up again. And like, I'll give you a classic example of that. That Paul Williams and Quintana fight. Quintana fought Paul after he fought Margarito with the plaster of Paris in his gloves that night. So Paul had got tenderized in that fight. He fought this guy, Quintana, that was okay. You know, he was an okay fighter. He wasn't a world beater. And he boxed Paul up, cut him up, all this kind of stuff. So they had a rematch. When Paul got the rematch with the guy, Paul got him out of there early, like the first round. So that is what I'm saying. The guy had his opportunity, He didn't finish him or whatever. Paul said, "Okay, I got you next time," and that's what happened. And that's what I think will happen here with the Shields fight with this girl you talking about. Same principle.
Yeah, I think that the pool, the pool is not big out there.
It's not deep at all.
When I before I got on here, I watched the Christy Martin story.
Yeah.
And Christy Martin was a bad girl,
Yeah,
man.
she was, man.
Christy Martin was tough,
goodness.
you know, and she was married to the devil though.
Yeah.
That guy was 25 years older than her, and she was his meal ticket.
Yeah.
And you know, when she fought Layla Ali, she say Layla hit her first punch, first round on the top right side of her forehead. She goes back to the corner and tells her husband, trainer at the time, my vision.
Yeah.
Say you all right, it'll go away at the couple of rounds.
Right. Man, look, the girl had to move up about 4 divisions to fight her. She was a little thing, man. She was a light, and she went to middleweight.
She asked him when she got back to the corner, was she fighting sideways? Yeah. She said after Layla hit her at the top part of her head, she said she couldn't think straight after that. And she would think that any good trainer that care about them would do in the towel. So when she took that knee, she say she was hoping that he do in the towel instead of her quitting.
Right.
Because she say she lived with that till the day that she had to quit to save her own life in there.
But it was just too much size difference, man. She was way too short and way too just undersized to even fight Layla. That was a money grab. Somebody put the two together because they were big names in the sport.
Exactly. Layla said the reason why she got into boxing was because of Christy Martin. She said they think it is because of her father. She said when Christy Martin and that lady for that the MGM Grand and she watched it while she was home, she said, "Oh, I want to do that." And she said she started training after that fight when they had that first female bout on live television at the MGM Grand. Christy Martin is the GOAT. She is the staple in the boxing forever. Christy Martin was a gladiator, a warrior, in her time and era. All those women was tough, looking for the #1 spot because they was kicking the door open. They was booing the women when they walked down to the ring because they never saw them fight on live TV before. Christy Martin is a true trailblazer and a real GOAT.
Now, this is the thing about what you just said that I respect so much. You're calling her the GOAT. That's how it's done. What I'm saying is, I never heard Christy one time out of her mouth say she was the GOAT or she was the best thing smoking. And she never said anything like that. That's what you do. You let the people say that about you.
And she was married to the devil.
Yeah, she was.
This guy stabbed her up, and shot her. She told him, she say she was on a where he had a knife behind his back. And she say, "What's that behind your back?" And she say, "I'm leaving you. I never loved you." And he say, "You ain't leaving me. You leaving here in the body bag." She say, "Out came the knife." They were struggling and fighting. And he hit her in her breast. He stabbed her in her breast, stabbed her in her back, stabbed her 3 or 4 times. She was bleeding out. She said she had a little gun at the bottom of her feet, and he picked it up, and she say, "You don't got the balls to shoot me," while she was bleeding on the floor. And he shot her in her back. And he went in the shower, took a shower while she was laying on the floor.
Yep.
Came back, looked at her, went back in the bathroom, took a shower.
Yep.
And that's when she say she got up. She said she wasn't going to die that night. Got outside the house. First guy drove past her. The second guy stopped for her. And she was in the back of the guy car bleeding all over the place.
Yep.
And made it to the hospital.
Yep.
And she went back to boxing. After she had her surgeries, everything, she had still had the bullet enlarged in her back. You talking about a GWOAT? If that ain't GWOAT status, I don't know what the hell is.
I totally agree, but I couldn't be the one to say that, and I'm glad you said it, because I get accused of not liking black fighters and this, that, and the other by seeing you all the time. So I didn't want to do that. I said I ain't gonna say nothing, but I always felt like that. I just didn't elaborate on it like you did because I just get, really sick of all that nitpicking and name calling and all that childish stuff. I'm not with none of that. So I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, but like I say, man, to see that, and I watched it before we came on. This dude was a scumbag. He said,
he is.
She said he wanted to get another trainer and bring her in after the Layla Ali fight. Or before, I can't remember in the documentary.
I think to get ready for Layla.
Yeah, to get ready. And he say, no, I don't want nobody else. I've been with you the whole time. Bye, 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 bye. And he wasn't, she said he was very controlling. She said one day they sparred. They put on gloves and sparred, and he knocked her cold out. And the guy asked her, was that, what was that? He meant that training or just, she say, no, that was his abuse to show me that don't play with him. Don't F with him.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen. He knocked her out, cold out.
Yeah.
She said that wasn't boxing. That was abuse.
Yeah, he was a jerk, man.
Yeah. I wonder how she got hooked up with him.
Well, he was a leech, and he saw that she had something, and he was a no-name trainer. Nobody knew who he was, and he latched on to her, and that's how he got on the scene.
He was 25 years older than her.
He needed her. She didn't need him. He needed her. And he did a papoose. He rode that meal ticket till the wheels fell off.
Yeah. She say she tried to shine him over stuff. I'll give you the car, give you the house. I just want out. Yeah. She said, I never loved you. Bop, bop, bop. And that's what happened, man.
Yeah, it was a sad story, man. But
yeah, I never like to be around nobody, and I'm uncomfortable, and they don't respect me, and I gotta feel as though I gotta be on some pins and needles around. I watch them. I gotta monitor every little thing. I can't be myself. That's not a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Great show tonight as usual. We're gonna go around the board with closing arguments.
Love, peace, and hair grease. Keep your hair greasy and the comb easy.
All assets. I don't know if he can hear. Is he in the car?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he can.
I don't think he waving, but his phone probably acting up. But all assets international, Mr. Will, aka Papa Smurf, Miss Lloyd, keep her in y'all prayers, and our son, and Coach Kenny, Limpal Swami, and Coach Calvin. It's the Rize podcast on a Friday night. Right back at y'all with another one. Happy Memorial's Day to everybody. Peace and hair grease.